Shalom, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles of GMS that rule well, and salutations unto the brothers out there pushing the truth of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is a video. One of the brothers, he put up the article from the freethoughtproject.com. As you see the title, International Banker Blows Whistle, Admits he was ordered to sacrifice children at parties for the elite. And this is something that's coming out now, like with all the sexual assaults in Hollywood and all these things, that really, man, the apostles and elders, they've been saying this for years, man. They've been going into this for years about blood sacrifices in Hollywood for the longest time. I remember the men of the Lord, man, starting with the apostles. Starting with the apostles and elders, they always pushed that. You know, that's what goes on in these places, man. Rituals and all kinds of wickedness, and it was deemed as a joke. You know, no proof, no this or that. But now you see everything is coming out, man. And what the apostles been talking about through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that's what gave them the authority and the power and the wisdom to do so. You know, everything is being brought out, man. So when they were saying it, it was true. But just because, hey, like the saying, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Just because something might not be there, you know, the evidence might not be there, it doesn't mean it's not true. It doesn't make it not true. All right? But you can read into it. I'm going to read a little. Ronald Bernard is a Dutch entrepreneur whose drive and business contacts quickly catapulted him into the world of the financial elite. However, the deeper into this world Bernard went, the more horrifying it became. In a jaw-dropping interview with De Vrij Media, it says Bernard details this dark and depraved elite society, which he says conducted human sacrifice and celebrated destruction. And this was a normal part of society for the heathens. The other nations, they always had this human sacrifice concept in the ancient world. That's why in the book of Leviticus and Exodus and all the Torah, basically, Torah, the law, it always mentions, don't let thy seed pass through the fire unto Molech, because that's who it was going to. Like, you have the Bohemian Grove in the redwoods of California, and you have, I forgot how much feet, 30 or 50 or even more feet or foot owl in the middle of the ceremony where they conduct the ceremony, and that owl represents Molech. It's just another version, which Molech was a deity. He was a power that you literally had a fire in the ancient world, and you would pass your newborn children through the fire and sacrifice it unto Molech. And that's something that we, the Israelites, started to do. And that's a high level of wickedness, man. That's not, you know, like it tells you if you sin in one, you know, if you commit a sin, you committed them all. You know, but to be doing that's some high level of witchcraft and wickedness, man. To sacrifice your child. And the same thing goes on today in Hollywood, man. And that's what these things are being brought out, because it's time to lift up Esau's skirt. To not sound like crazed, tinfoil, ranting kooks, we will admit that the things Bernard mentions in the interview below sound utterly insane and evil. Indeed, it could be entirely made up in an effort to vet his credibility. However, the Free Thought Project did some background research on him, and it checks out. He is who he says he is. You know, and you can read into it, but I'm going to bring out a couple scriptures. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 20. Moreover, thou hast taken thy sons and thy daughters, whom thou hast borne unto me, and these hast thou sacrificed, right, unto them to be devoured. Is this of thy whoredoms a small matter? See, the Most High saying, out of all thy whoredoms, is this one a small matter? That you take thy children, man, and you literally pass them through the fire unto Molech to be sacrificed. Verse 21, that thou hast slain my children, right? Because our children don't belong to us really either. They belong to the Most High, the Father of spirits, because he's the one that really, from conception, let that seed go into the ovary and and that spirit went in there. You know, the Most High caused the energy of the spirit to conceive. So it's really the Most High's children. And we're taking them and doing what we want with them like it's our children. Like we have the control and say of their lives. Verse 22, and in all thine abominations and thy whoredoms thou hast not remembered the days of thy youth, when thou was naked and bare and was polluted in thy blood. You know, because we were the smallest of the people. It tells you that the Most High didn't pick us because we were the biggest. You know, we didn't have order. The Most High instilled order into our nation. You know, gave us blessings on top of blessings, and we forgot that before the Most High was dealing with us, we were nothing, man. We were slaves in Egypt, man. You know. And it came to pass after all that wickedness, woe unto thee, saith the Lord Yahweh power. You know, and I'm going to bring out another scripture in the book of Wisdom of Solomon 14. I'm going to start at 22. Moreover, and again, this is dealing with other nations, but Jake, you know, they started doing it, man. They started doing the same shit as these other nations, the Canaanites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, etc., etc. You know, the heathens of the land where we went and possessed. Right? Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High, but whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, and that's what goes on in behind the closed doors, man. That's why you had this guy. He came out. I forgot the guy that was sexually assaulted. Forgot the guy's name, the Jake, but he's basically saying, oh, like the guys like Tyrese, you know, the man was given blowjobs for movie roles, man, and a lot of these guys are coming out saying the shit that these guys are doing, and this is what, like, again, starting with the apostles and elders of GMS, they've been telling you these things for years, man, and it sounded crazy, like, oh, what, these guys. These dudes, they do these sacrifices and these rites and rituals, and it just sounds too crazy. You know? Well, there's a saying, the truth is more stranger than fiction. Because fiction can be subject to change, the truth cannot. So while you're out there fantasizing about your top celebrities and how they couldn't ever be a part of this, the truth is there. And you can't alter the truth. The truth is that these guys are demons, man. Right? They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved them by adultery. And that was really the point, you know. But again, man, hey, starting with the apostles, we told you so, man. They told you so. They've been saying it for decades, man. And now it's finally coming out, and everybody's scratching their head. And those men don't seem crazy anymore, I guess. Okay, so with that, I want to give all praises, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, for letting us bring out this river of water, man. This living waters, this information. I wanted to give double honors unto the apostles of GMS, my teachers, who I learned the truth from, and salutations unto you brothers and sisters out there listening and partaking of the Lord's Supper. All right, until next time, Shalom.